The continuation of Amber's interview, Wednesday morning. Fool me once here, driving instructor of the world. Hey, before we get started, just so you know, Amber's lawyers have tried to seal the transcripts from the trial. So they're preparing for something. Back to the interview. Savannah Guthrie, man, I screwed up yesterday, starts today with, in a text message, Johnny promised total global humiliation for you. Do you feel like that came through? Then there's an 8-second pause with a range of her faces and breath control. She tries to get emotional. She says, and these are all exact quotes, I know he promised it. I testified to this. I'm not a good victim. I get it. I'm not a likable victim. I'm not a perfect victim. But when I testified, I asked the jury to just see me as human and hear his own words, which is a promise to do this. It feels as though he has. What the heck? She's going to do this all through today's interview. You're going to see her dissemble with weird fragmented phrases. Savannah continues, having been found liable, are you nervous as we are here today? What you can say now? And then look at this face. She says, of course, I took for granted what I assumed was my right to speak. Question, do you feel like you can be sued again by him for defamation? Because that question goes to, she's lying right now. I'm scared no matter what I do, no matter what I say, or how I say it. Every step that I take will present another opportunity for the sort of silencing, which is what a defamation lawsuit is meant to do. It's meant to take your voice. And this is her face when she says it. No, a defamation lawsuit's not meant to take your voice. It's meant to stop you from lying. So if that's all your voice does, then yes, shut up and silence it. Asked about the op-ed. Life had seemingly moved on. You decided to write an op-ed. Why'd you do that? This is her face right before she answers this question. You know what the op-ed was about was, me loaning my voice to bigger cultural conversation that we were having at the time. Yeah, this smile says it all. Did you worry that, well, I'd love to be a person weighing in on these cultural issues, but that's going to stir this up all again? Amber says, I obviously knew it was important for me not to make it about him or to do anything like defame him. I had lawyers, teams of lawyers, review all the drafts of this. What you need lawyers for if you were not worried at all? And if it wasn't about him? Remember, the ACLU testified it was about him. And the lawyers were there to make sure they didn't go too far. They even tested versions of it without any mention of Johnny or allusions to him, and the piece didn't go so well. Question, when you wrote this op-ed, it was the height of Me Too, legions of powerful men being canceled. Did you want that to happen to JD? Of course not. She's looking down the whole time. Of course not. It wasn't about him. She did say of course not twice. More in the next part.